You probably eat mango, banana, or spinach without even thinking twice. But what happens when your dog looks up at you, tail wagging, waiting for a bite? Do you share it? Or do you stop yourself, unsure if it's safe? This is Roots and Roasts. And today we're answering a question that every dog owner has thought about. Can dogs eat the same plant-based foods we eat? And if so, which ones actually help their health? We're not talking about trendy pet food or gimmick diets. We're talking about real fruits, vegetables, and herbs you already have at home, and exactly how to use them to boost your dog's skin, digestion, and energy without risking harm. Let's get into it. This isn't about trends. This isn't about boutique dog food companies or viral pet snacks on Instagram. This is about real food, fruits, vegetables, and herbs that have been studied, tested, and shown to help dogs live better. They're already in your kitchen. They're probably in your fridge right now. And with the right prep, they can become part of your dog's weekly wellness routine. That's what this is really about. Not trends, just trust, truth, and the bond between you and your dog. Here's what too many pet owners get wrong. Just because a food is healthy for you does not mean it's safe for your dog. You eat grapes for antioxidants. Your dog eats them, and it could trigger kidney failure. You add onions for flavor. Your dog eats them, and it could damage their red blood cells. Avocados are full of healthy fats for you. But for dogs, the pit, the skin, and even the flesh can cause stomach upset and worse. Even garlic, which humans use to boost immunity, is toxic to dogs in small doses. The biggest mistake is assuming that plant-based means pet safe. It doesn't. Not always. That's why this video matters. We're not here to scare you. We're here to clarify what's safe, what's risky, and how to get it right. Mango is one of the most nutrient-dense fruits that dogs can safely enjoy in moderation. The ripe flesh is rich in beta-carotene, which the canine body converts into vitamin A, essential for vision, immune response, and epithelial tissue repair. It also contains ascorbic acid, better known as vitamin C, which acts as a cofactor in collagen synthesis and has mild antihistamine effects that may help dogs with mild skin inflammation or seasonal allergies. Mango also supplies natural digestive enzymes like amylase, which help break down carbohydrates in dogs with compromised gut function. This is why holistic veterinarians often recommend mango in microdoses as a hydrating treat for dogs recovering from GI distress or dehydration. The texture of mango also makes it ideal for frozen treats, which soothe oral inflammation or teething discomfort in puppies. But here's the warning: never serve the pit. It contains small amounts of cyanogenic glycosides that release cyanide when metabolized. Also remove the skin, which can carry urushiol compounds in trace amounts, the same irritant found in poison ivy. Serve only the soft, ripe flesh, chopped into small pieces, and always in moderation. 1 to 2 tablespoons is enough for a medium-sized dog once or twice a week. This isn't just a treat, it's functional nourishment, and it's the first food on our safe plant-based list. Sweet potato is one of the most easily digestible and therapeutically useful root vegetables you can feed a dog. It contains high levels of complex carbohydrates bound with soluble and insoluble fiber, which regulate blood sugar and improve stool formation in dogs with sensitive digestion. The primary active compound, beta-carotene, functions as a vitamin A precursor, supporting eye health, mucous membrane integrity, and immune cell regeneration. From a pharmacological lens, sweet potatoes also contain sporamin, a naturally occurring glycoprotein with antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties, known to inhibit oxidative damage at the cellular level. This makes it a suitable food for senior dogs, dogs with joint issues, and those recovering from illness. Holistically, it's considered a grounding food in many systems of herbal medicine, warming, stabilizing, and nourishing. Steamed or baked without oil, salt, or seasoning is the only safe preparation. Never serve raw, as the dense starches can ferment improperly in the gut. A few tablespoons for a medium-sized dog is enough to support healthy bowel movements, boost energy, and enhance skin clarity. When used correctly, sweet potato is more than a filler. It's a plant-based therapeutic. Beets are a powerful root crop offering both therapeutic and metabolic support for dogs. They contain betaine, a naturally occurring compound that protects liver cells and supports methylation, a key process in detoxification and cellular repair. The deep pigment, derived from betalain antioxidants, helps reduce inflammation and improves oxygen utilization at the cellular level. This makes beets particularly useful for dogs with sluggish digestion, low stamina, or early signs of aging. Veterinary nutritionists often recommend beets in micro quantities to help regulate bile flow and support gentle liver cleansing. Holistically, beets are known as a blood tonic. They support circulation, iron uptake, and recovery after physical stress. To serve safely, beets should be finely grated raw or gently steamed without oil, salt, or acid. Never feed pickled beets or canned versions. The sodium and vinegar content can disrupt electrolyte balance and irritate the gut lining. Start with 1 teaspoon of fresh beet once or twice a week and observe your dog's stool. Beets may darken stool color but should not cause diarrhea or excessive gas. Used wisely, beets are one of the few plant foods that nourish the blood, liver, and endurance systems, all in a single bite. Blueberries are one of the most concentrated sources of natural antioxidants in the canine-safe plant world. They are rich in anthocyanins, which are flavonoid compounds known to reduce oxidative stress in brain tissue, support memory, and slow the aging of neural cells. Veterinary studies have shown that supplementing a dog's diet with small amounts of fresh blueberries may help improve cognitive function in senior dogs. They also contain vitamin C and vitamin K, both of which support immune defense, collagen repair, and circulatory health. From a holistic perspective, blueberries are considered cooling and clarifying. They reduce internal heat, calm inflammation, and can help rebalance the gut-brain axis in dogs experiencing anxiety or restlessness. To serve, offer fresh or frozen blueberries. No more than 3 to 6 berries for a medium-sized dog. Do not feed blueberry-flavored snacks or baked goods. The added sugars and preservatives negate the therapeutic benefit. Blueberries are especially useful in the summer, either mixed into food or frozen into dog-safe ice cubes. Their small size and low glycemic load make them one of the few fruits that can be offered frequently without disrupting blood sugar balance. This is not just a trendy treat. It is cognitive nutrition that fits in the palm of your hand. Bananas are one of the most accessible and gentle fruits you can offer a dog. They are high in potassium, which plays a critical role in maintaining proper nerve function and muscle contraction. They also contain vitamin B6, a coenzyme involved in protein metabolism, brain development, and neurotransmitter function. Bananas offer a naturally sweet flavor and a soft texture that is ideal for dogs with dental sensitivity or recovering from illness. Their fiber content, particularly pectin and resistant starch, helps regulate bowel movements and feed beneficial gut bacteria. From a pharmacological view, bananas support electrolyte balance, especially in dogs prone to dehydration or digestive upset. Holistically, they are seen as a nourishing, supportive fruit, grounding, restorative, and easy on the stomach. You can mash ripe banana into food, use it in homemade dog treats, or freeze it into silicone molds for calming, chewable snacks. 1 to 2 tablespoons is more than enough for a medium-sized dog. Serve 2 to 3 times a week. Avoid banana chips or processed banana products. They are often fried, sugared, or laced with preservatives. Bananas are not just a treat. They're a natural electrolyte and gut-supportive food wrapped in a peel. Curly parsley is more than a garnish. It is a functional herb with both therapeutic and preventive benefits for dogs. It contains chlorophyll, a plant pigment with deodorizing properties that can help reduce bad breath by neutralizing odor-causing bacteria in the mouth and gut. It is also a natural diuretic and detoxifier, promoting kidney function and the gentle elimination of excess fluid and waste through the urinary system. From a pharmacological standpoint, parsley delivers measurable quantities of vitamin K, vitamin C, and flavonoids such as apigenin, which have been studied for their anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Used in small amounts, curly parsley supports liver cleansing, immune resilience, and circulatory health. Holistically, it is considered a purifying herb, one that clears stagnation and freshens the body from the inside out. But only curly parsley should be used. Avoid spring parsley, also known as wild chervil or parsley root, which contains furanocoumarins and can be phototoxic or harmful to the liver in high doses. To serve safely, finely chop fresh curly parsley and sprinkle a pinch into your dog's food once or twice a week. It should never make up more than 1% of the total meal by volume. Too much can irritate the kidneys or stomach. In correct amounts, parsley is one of the few herbs that refresh, detoxify, and fortify all at once. Basil and rosemary are two of the few culinary herbs that offer functional health benefits for dogs when used in controlled amounts. Basil is rich in eugenol, a compound with mild antibacterial and anti-inflammatory effects that support oral health and reduce oxidative stress in cells. It also contains linalool and flavonoids that help regulate blood sugar and protect the liver. Rosemary contains rosmarinic acid and carnosic acid, both of which act as natural antioxidants that preserve brain health and enhance circulation. In veterinary applications, rosemary has been studied for its neuroprotective effects and may support aging dogs experiencing early cognitive decline. Both herbs contribute to immune regulation and cellular protection. From a holistic view, basil is considered a cooling, calming herb, while rosemary is stimulating and invigorating. Together, they create a balanced herbal tonic, one that promotes clarity, resilience, and vitality. To serve safely, mince the fresh leaves and add a pinch to your dog's food once or twice per week. Avoid rosemary essential oil, concentrated powders, or heavily seasoned meats that contain rosemary extract. A small sprinkle of the fresh herb is all that's needed. Used correctly, basil and rosemary deliver aromatic compounds that support the gut, brain, and immune system without overwhelming your dog's system. Spinach is a nutrient-dense leafy green that offers concentrated vitamins and minerals in a low-calorie format, making it a strong functional plant food for dogs when used carefully. It contains high levels of vitamin A, vitamin K, iron, magnesium, and folate, all of which contribute to immune strength, bone formation, blood oxygenation, and nervous system health. Spinach also provides plant-based polyphenol and chlorophyll, which support detoxification pathways and reduce inflammation in the liver and gastrointestinal tract. However, spinach contains oxalates, naturally occurring compounds that can interfere with calcium absorption and potentially contribute to kidney stone formation in dogs prone to urinary issues. For this reason, spinach should always be steamed or blanched before serving. Cooking reduces oxalate levels while preserving key nutrients. Veterinarians typically recommend spinach only in small, occasional amounts and never as a daily green. From a holistic view, spinach is classified as cooling, tonifying, and slightly astringent. It is ideal for dogs with sluggish digestion or mild skin inflammation, but should be avoided in dogs with known calcium oxalate stone histories or advanced kidney disease. Serve no more than 1 tablespoon of cooked spinach once per week for a medium-sized dog. Avoid raw spinach salads, seasonings, oils, or pre-packaged spinach blends. Watermelon is a hydrating, mineral-rich fruit that can safely be offered to dogs in moderation, as long as it is properly prepared. The flesh of watermelon is more than 90% water and contains natural electrolytes like potassium and magnesium, making it ideal for dogs during warm weather or after physical activity. It also contains lycopene and beta-carotene, 2 plant pigments that function as antioxidants and support cardiovascular and cellular health. Watermelon should only be served as fresh, ripe flesh. Do not feed the rind. The fibrous outer layer is difficult for dogs to digest and may cause gastrointestinal irritation or blockage. Remove all seeds, even from seedless varieties. Seedless watermelons may still contain small, white, immature seeds, which are generally softer but should still be avoided. Hard black seeds can pose a choking hazard or contribute to intestinal blockage, especially in small dogs. Cut the fruit into small cubes or scoop with a melon baller and serve chilled or frozen. It is best served alone, not mixed with other fruits or oils, and should never be fed in large volumes due to its natural sugar content. Offer no more than 1 to 3 tablespoons for a medium-sized dog, once or twice a week. Do not use artificially flavored watermelon treats, gums, or frozen products marketed for humans. These may contain xylitol or dyes that are toxic to dogs. In functional nutrition, watermelon is classified as cooling, hydrating, and mildly detoxifying. Green apples are a safe and beneficial fruit for dogs when served properly. They provide dietary fiber, particularly pectin, which supports digestive regularity and helps regulate blood sugar absorption. They also contain vitamin A and vitamin C, both of which play key roles in skin health, immune defense, and cellular repair. The crisp texture of green apples makes them a natural abrasive that helps remove plaque from teeth, making them a supportive food for oral health. But only the flesh of the apple should be served. Never feed the core or seeds. Apple seeds contain amygdalin, a cyanogenic glycoside that can release small amounts of cyanide when metabolized. Even a few seeds consumed regularly may pose a risk, especially in smaller breeds or dogs with sensitive systems. Always remove the core completely, along with any attached seeds, before chopping the flesh into bite-sized pieces. Green apples are slightly lower in sugar and higher in acidity than red apples, making them a better option for dogs with weight issues or yeast sensitivities. Do not feed baked apple products, apple pie filling, or dried apple snacks made for humans. These often contain sugar, nutmeg, or xylitol, all of which are harmful to dogs. Serve fresh, raw apple slices, peeled or unpeeled, in small amounts no more than once or twice per week. A few small cubes or thin slices are enough for a medium-sized dog. Green apples are cleansing, fibrous, and gently stimulating to the digestive tract. Used correctly, they freshen breath, support metabolism, and encourage healthy elimination. Pineapple is a tropical fruit that offers several benefits for dogs when served correctly and in moderation. It contains bromelain, a natural enzyme that aids in protein digestion and may help reduce inflammation in the digestive tract. Bromelain is also studied for its mild anticoagulant and immune-modulating effects, making it a useful compound for dogs recovering from surgery or those with mild inflammation. In addition to bromelain, pineapple provides vitamin C, manganese, and a range of trace antioxidants that support skin repair, connective tissue strength, and cellular health. But only the soft, ripe flesh should ever be offered. Never feed the core, which is fibrous and difficult to digest, and never feed the spiny rind, which may cause internal damage or blockages. Avoid canned pineapple or fruit cups, which often contain added sugar or syrup that can lead to stomach upset, insulin spikes, and unnecessary weight gain. Serve pineapple fresh, chopped into small cubes, or frozen into dog-safe treat molds. 1 to 2 tablespoons is enough for a medium-sized dog. It is best given as an occasional treat, no more than once or twice per week. Pineapple's natural acidity also helps deter some dogs from eating feces, a behavior known as coprophagia, though results vary. Holistically, pineapple is seen as a cleansing, enzyme-rich food that helps cool internal heat and regulate digestion. With careful preparation, it becomes a functional fruit that is both refreshing and restorative. Cucumber is a low-calorie, hydrating vegetable that is safe for dogs and offers subtle but valuable nutritional support. It is composed of more than 95% water, making it an excellent cooling treat during hot weather or after exercise. Cucumbers contain potassium, magnesium, vitamin K, and small amounts of silica, which supports connective tissue health and may benefit joints, ligaments, and nails. They also contain lignans and flavonoids, which contribute mild antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. The crisp texture of cucumber can provide a gentle abrasive effect that supports dental hygiene by helping to reduce plaque buildup along the gum line. Veterinary professionals often recommend cucumber for overweight or diabetic dogs because it adds volume and crunch to meals without spiking blood sugar or adding unnecessary calories. Holistically, cucumber is classified as a cooling, moistening food that helps regulate internal heat and ease inflammation throughout the digestive tract and skin. To serve safely, wash and slice cucumber into thin rounds or small half-moons. Do not feed large chunks, as these can pose a choking risk, especially in small breeds. Cucumber skin can be fed if organic, but should be peeled if waxed or conventionally treated. Avoid pickled cucumbers or cucumber-flavored products, which often contain vinegar, sodium, or artificial preservatives that are harmful to dogs. Carrots are one of the most widely accepted and functional vegetables you can offer a dog. They are rich in beta-carotene, a pigment that the body converts into vitamin A. Vitamin A supports vision, especially night vision, and contributes to skin integrity, immune response, and cell development. Carrots also contain lutein, a carotenoid that supports retinal health, as well as biotin and potassium, which benefit metabolism and muscle tone. The dense, crunchy texture of raw carrots provides mechanical abrasion that helps reduce tartar accumulation on teeth, making them a natural chewing aid. Steamed carrots retain their nutritional value, but are easier to digest, especially for small dogs, seniors, or those with dental sensitivity. Veterinarians often recommend carrots as a low-calorie training reward or snack for dogs with weight concerns, since they provide volume and nutrients without excess fat or sugar. Holistically, carrots are considered a strengthening, mildly warming vegetable that supports liver function, digestion, and the renewal of blood cells. To serve, offer raw baby carrots, steamed slices, or grated carrot mixed into meals. Always supervise when feeding raw carrots, especially to small breeds, and chop to size to avoid choking. Do not feed carrots glazed with butter, brown sugar, or spices. 1 or 2 small carrot sticks or slices per day is safe for most medium to large dogs. Used properly, carrots nourish the eyes, clean the teeth, and feed the whole system. Coconut is a multi-functional plant food that can benefit dogs when served in small, properly prepared portions. The meat of the coconut contains medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs, which are metabolized rapidly for energy and may support brain function in aging dogs. These fats also have antimicrobial properties and can help balance the gut microbiome, especially in dogs with mild digestive issues or yeast overgrowth. Coconut also contains lauric acid, a fatty acid known for its anti-inflammatory and immune-supportive effects. When used topically or internally, lauric acid can improve skin moisture, reduce itching, and promote coat health. From a veterinary nutrition standpoint, unsweetened coconut meat or a small amount of cold-pressed coconut oil can be a valuable addition. Too much fat, even from coconut, can cause digestive upset or lead to pancreatitis in sensitive dogs. Do not feed dried, shredded coconut mint for human baking. These products often contain added sugars, sulfites, or preservatives that are not safe for pets. Also avoid coconut milk and coconut water products unless specifically formulated for dogs. Serve fresh coconut meat, finely shredded or chopped, no more than once per week. For dogs with dry skin or seasonal shedding, a 1/4 teaspoon of coconut oil added to food may improve skin texture and shine over time. Holistically, coconut is considered a balancing fat, cooling and nourishing when dryness, heat, or inflammation are present. When served intentionally, it supports the skin, the brain, the digestive tract, and the immune system with a single functional fat source. Now that you know which plant-based foods are safe, it's just as important to understand which ones are dangerous. Some of the most common fruits and vegetables in your home can seriously harm your dog, even in small amounts. Grapes and raisins are among the most toxic. Even a few can trigger acute kidney failure in certain dogs. Onions, garlic, and chives, whether raw, cooked, powdered, or dried, can damage red blood cells and cause anemia. Avocados contain persin, a natural compound that can cause vomiting, diarrhea, or even pancreatitis in dogs, especially if they eat the skin or pit. Macadamia nuts may cause tremors, vomiting, and temperature regulation issues, even in small doses. Raw potatoes, especially green or sprouted ones, contain solanine, a glycoalkaloid compound that affects the nervous system. And any fruit with a large pit, including peaches, cherries, and plums, presents a choking hazard and contains trace cyanide compound in the seeds. Also avoid xylitol, an artificial sweetener found in many low-calorie snacks, peanut butters, and flavored dog treats. Even small amounts can cause rapid insulin release and lead to liver failure. Knowing what not to feed is just as important as knowing what to include. These foods may look harmless, but the effects on your dog can be sudden and severe. That's why we included a full danger list in the downloadable guide. Let's take a quick look at it now. Some foods may seem harmless, but they can cause kidney failure, anemia, digestive damage, or worse. Even small amounts can trigger severe reactions. Take a moment to screenshot this chart or download the full version in the free guide linked below. This list can prevent an emergency and protect your dog for life. Now that you know which plant-based foods are safe, it's time to understand how to serve them. Always start with small portions. Chop, steam, or lightly mash each ingredient based on your dog's size and chewing ability. Some food can be served raw, like carrots or cucumbers. Others, like spinach or sweet potatoes, must be cooked to reduce compounds that could irritate the gut or kidneys. Never serve straight from your plate. Seasonings, oils, and sugars can turn a healthy food into a toxic one. Instead, prepare a small batch ahead of time, using just 1 or 2 plant ingredients at a time. Mix into your dog's regular meals, or use as a topper with plain lean proteins. One of our favorite summer treats is frozen mango blended with pure coconut water. It supports hydration, digestion, and skin health, all in one cooling snack. Start with 1 ripe mango. Peel it, remove the pit, and cut the flesh into small chunks. Add the mango pieces to a blender with half a cup of plain, unsweetened coconut water. Blend until smooth. Pour the mixture into silicone molds or ice cube trays. Freeze for 4 to 6 hours until fully set. This treat is especially helpful for dogs recovering from heat stress, minor dehydration, or fatigue after exercise. Just 1 cube a day is enough for a medium-sized dog. No added sugar, no salt, no preservatives. Another treat we love is banana and parsley biscuits. These are simple to make, rich in fiber, and help freshen your dog's breath naturally. Start with 1 ripe banana. Mash it in a bowl until smooth. Add 1 tablespoon of finely chopped curly parsley. Then stir in 1 cup of plain rolled oats. Mix until it forms a soft dough. Scoop small spoonfuls onto a parchment-lined baking sheet. Flatten each one slightly with the back of a spoon. Bake at 325 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 to 20 minutes until firm and lightly golden. Let them cool completely before serving. Store in an airtight container for up to 1 week. Serve 1 biscuit per day for a medium-sized dog. These treats are free of sugar, salt, oils, and preservatives. Here's the part most dog owners never hear. You don't need to make a full meal or follow a strict recipe to improve your dog's health. All it takes is 1 small weekly ritual. Add a pinch of fresh curly parsley, a teaspoon of shredded coconut, and a thin slice of steamed beet to your dog's food once a week. That combination supports liver detox, improves digestion, freshens breath, and gives your dog's coat a healthy, natural shine. It's a vet-safe, plant-based booster that works gently in the background. No stress, no complications, no artificial ingredients. This is the kind of quiet upgrade that builds real wellness over time. Not from trends, but from wisdom. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this tip. 1 pinch, 1 slice, once a week. If this video helped you feel more confident in what you're feeding your dog, take a moment to like and subscribe. We share researched, grounded guidance on pet-safe plants, functional foods, and wellness routines, built to support your home, not overwhelm it. If you know someone who's trying to feed their dog better, feel free to send this their way. You never know when a simple shift can make a big difference. Thank you for watching, and thank you for caring enough to feed with intention. This is Roots and Roasts, where we grow with love, one bowl at a time.